begin by congratulating our staff, our team, and happy for everyone that's associated with Bowling Green, from the president all the way down to the faculty, the students, and obviously all our great fans. So this is a great game. We're very honored to be a part of it. It's a classic. I think they say this is a top 5 rivalry in college football. And it's a rivalry game. There's a lot of good things that have happened in these last 6 years. I think it's 3-3 now. And that's what this game is supposed to be like. Ton of respect for the Toledo players. They fought hard and just came up a little bit short. I think they've got a great coaching staff, and I think they got good football players. And just wanted to give my thoughts to them too. So super happy for our kids. You guys are the best over there. And we've got a lot to do. I thought we finally played a football game similar to weeks 1, 2, and 3. I thought we played team football, great defense, really good offensive football I thought today. And we made our kicks, and we closed the deal and finished the game, which was great. So super happy for everyone, and we're going to get to work here. We're going to take tomorrow off and get a little bit of a long week here and get ready to go to work. And the challenge of college football right now, and I'm going to challenge our team, is if you watch across the country, you have a big win, and then the next week you lose to someone you're not supposed to lose to. And in this league, it doesn't matter who you play, we're all even. So I'm going to challenge our football team to be able to handle a great victory and get better. Let's get to work. Last thing about our team, we had every excuse known to man of to come up here and lose the game. There's a lot of crap that I don't want to get into, not yet. I'm going to do that at the end of the year. But this group that we brought up here, they fought and they won. And I'll take those guys any day of the week. So super proud of that locker room going and finding a way to be a team, a real team. And that was good to see. So that's all I got. You guys got it. Let's go.
Scott, just to clarify, you're talking about crap that happened during the game?
No, I'm not going to get into it. We know the deal. We all know it. So it's a team thing, and it's nothing earth-shattering, but it's all about the team. Let's just put it that way. Everything is about our team. Nothing during the game.
This is the 4th straight year that a road team has won in this rivalry. Is there something that brings out the best in you guys when you're in this type of environment and anything like that, especially with this rivalry?
I'm sorry, I solely blanked out. I was thinking about what he asked me. All right, go ahead.
The 4th straight year that the road team has won in this rivalry, is there something about being on the road that just brings out the best in you guys and helps you just elevate to another level?
No, I think these last 3 games, both teams played exceptional. And my wife's a BG grad, and last year, she was like all BG people, sick about the loss, and I was sick, the team was sick, we were all sick. But I looked and I said, that's what a rivalry game is supposed to be like. It's supposed to come down to that 1 or 2 plays, and we were just fortunate today to make a few more plays than them. But I think both teams, these last 3 years in particular, have played really good ball. And that's what a rivalry game is supposed to be like. I've been a part of a lot of really, really good ones. And, we've always made an emphasis the day we walked in the door that we were going to make this a rivalry game again. And it is. It's a really good game. And just like I said, I got a ton of respect for what they're trying to accomplish, what we're trying to accomplish, and that's why it's a good game.
Run game over 200 rushing yards.
Finally, geez,
in such a variety of ways, up the middle, jet sweeps, out wide. Just how effective was just mixing it up in the run game?
Yeah, well, we got a ton of respect for their front and their front 7 in particular, and their safeties tackle. They outnumber you in the run game all the time. And I thought our staff did a really nice job we were creative. We attacked their weakness, or there was not a lot of weaknesses, but we attacked what they did. Weird RPOs. Our staff really, I mean, we grinded. And when I mean grinded, we grinded. I mean, we were putting plays in all the way up to Friday afternoon. And that's a rivalry game. That's what you do. That's what they do. And just like I said, we were just very fortunate to make a few more plays than they did. That's all.
Jordan's pick six came at a key time when Toledo seemed to be gaining some momentum. You know, how big was that play late in the first half there?
Yeah, I thought our, we knew that the wide receivers here, we challenged our DBs. I think their wide receivers as good as they have in the league. They're fast. I thought our defense did a great job of constantly mixing up coverages. We knew Jason was going to attack every way. The safeties. He's a really good coach, a real good coach, and we just had to try to keep them as off balance as they can, because if they get you dialed into what you're doing, he's going to make you pay pretty quick. So we just were able to mix things up, and I thought Jordan did a great job of breaking on the ball. I thought the D-line did great. I'm sure Jordan's going to talk about, about how his teammates did a great job on those plays too.
Scott, you've had a lot of big wins here, Dave, back in the first year against Toledo. This is the first year kind of with bigger expectations. In some ways, does that make it even sweeter to come in here with I know it's one game at a time, but with everything, all the fun things that are possible this year, to come in and do it like this?
I'm just happy that we played like we did weeks 1, 2, and 3. And it's been a frustrating couple weeks. There's been distractions. There's crazy crap going on in college football right now that's preposterous. And you can get unfocused really fast. And not to say that our team was doing that, but there needs to be some rule changes. And that's flat out needs to be some rule changes. And because it's not fair to these kids of what's going on, and it's distracting. And I think we're past that now, and I'm hoping that we can just play to our very best and play to our ability. That's all I care about. If someone beats us and they're better than us, that's one thing. But I was really happy about our team playing like we did weeks 1, 2, and 3. That's the team that we know, and that's the team that we want to be. And to play team football, which was really cool. A bunch of team football.
Steve Smith really stepped up today. He had
Who?
Steve Smith.
Oh yeah, Rock.
Yeah, 3 receptions, 59 yards, most out of your receivers, 26 yards after catch, and the jet sweep touchdown, couple kick returns. Can you just talk about his performance and just a step up that he took?
Yeah, Rock didn't play one snap in training camp, and it's slowly but surely, we're getting him more and more involved. He's fast as lightning. He's a great kid, team guy too, and really thought he played well. He ran the jet sweeps well. Somehow found a way on their sidelines to get in the end zone. He's tough, but he's a team dude. That's what I appreciate about him. He's a team guy.
Scott, you talk a lot about the fans and what the band means to you. You had a cool moment at the end, just Jack kind of pumping up the band with your fist pump. This might sound crazy, but did the perceived disrespect of the BG marching band, did that fuel you guys at all? Any added motivation?
No, I don't know what happened with all that, and that's way up the food chain for me. But I'm just glad they were here. I'm glad that they were part of it. They're a huge part of our program, and we didn't look at that at all. I think they had stuff going on and celebrations and all that other stuff, and I get it, But no, not whatsoever. We're just happy that they were there, and they're really good kids. They work their tail off too, as well as Toledo's band does. They all do. So I'm just glad they were here to experience a victory. So they cheered loud, and they did a heck of a job. They're a great band.
Coach, you mentioned the defensive front playing very well today. How was the line able to constantly generate pressure from Toledo?
Yeah, They're a good team, and they got a ton of schemes. Multiple protections. They're a pain. And our guys are older veterans, and you got to remember this too. Replacing, I think Toledo had 5 new starters, from last year. That's hard to do. And they're going to be an excellent offensive line. They just, first time playing together. So this is week 8. It's only 8 times that they play games together. So I thought our defense did a really good job, and I think they're really talented. But I get it. I've been a coach, and replacing 5 offensive linemen is really, really hard.
We've talked a lot about Levi over the years, but for him to get his first touchdown today, what does that mean? What was that moment like?
That was awesome. I love Levi, and him and I have got a really special relationship, and I told him he was going to be a captain when I recruited him, and when we recruited him. And he's got a great family. He is a team dude, and you got a touchdown in one of the biggest games his senior year, and I'll never forget that.
Scott, you had 28 points in the first half of this game, 28 points in the first half of last year's game. What is it about this game that you guys are just able to put up points, in such a high volume in the first half? Is it just drawing up?
Really good players. Really good players, and just like I said, we attack this game as well as they do, and we work our tail off on this game. And that's what college rivalries are all about. You work year-round on it, and you stay up all night. I don't know how much sleep that I got this week. I tried to go to bed last night and found myself up at 3 in the morning working on it. So preparation doesn't stop in this game until that foot hits the ball, and that's our whole staff. They work their butts off on this game.
How much collective sleep do you think you've got over the week?
I have no idea. Not a lot. And our staff hasn't either. So they're all coming to my house tonight, though. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun.
You guys don't have another game for 10 days. How much time is going to be spent celebrating before you?
24-hour rule. And I don't like giving anyone off tomorrow, but we're going to. And I was planning on doing a half day on Sunday, taking Monday off, but we're going to take tomorrow off, and then we're going to be back, and we're going to grind and do what we do. And so we'll hit the ground Monday morning, ready to rock and roll. I'm going to go watch my 8th grader kick ass and CYO volleyball. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Get to finally watch her play. I haven't got to. Hang out with family, hang out with our staff, be around our kids, be around our players. They'll be over, I'm sure. So it's good stuff.
You talked about the success that you guys had on the ground. How well do you think the offensive line played, and what improvements they made this week compared to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's been frustrating. You watch weeks 1, 2, and 3, and you see a superstar. I mean, I came out and said, and I'm probably for the last 5 years been the most critical person on our offensive line. And weeks 1, 2, and 3, they played as good as anyone. And then we went and we stuttered and didn't have confidence and did some things outside the box. That's not who we are. And we found a way to play back to those weeks 1, 2, and 3. And we got to continue that. I mean, when they play great, we got a great quarterback. We got a lot of skill. We got good backs. We got good defense. We got good special teams. And they got to be the bell cow. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been a part of any good team that hasn't had a good offensive line and a good D line. And super proud of them today because you saw movement today. You saw holes. You didn't see us leaning on people. I thought we were striking, playing with confidence, low flat backs. We protected the quarterback against a really good defensive front. So I'm really happy and super proud of them. And hopefully, we can continue playing that way.
You talked about the pick six a little earlier with the question, but can you just talk about the level to the Toledo Gophers played this year? Because I feel like it hasn't been talked as much because the interceptions weren't there.
Yeah, that's interceptions. with a guy that's been around a long time, you can't get frustrated with that because not a lot of balls are being thrown at him, and that's a good thing. So they threw balls at Jordan today, and Jordan picked them off. So, and again, any interception, any touchdown, that's a team deal. I know Jordan's going to talk that way, and right, Jordan? Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, it was good team defense.
Any more questions for Coach?
You mentioned it's been kind of a common theme in college football where after a big performance, kind of the next game kind of can be a flat performance across the country for different teams. So how do you and this particular team this season kind of keep your foot on the gas against Central Michigan?
I might not be a fun person to be around for the next couple of days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, I've been fortunate to be around a lot of really good coaches that after a win like this, it was hell. And ask Coach Carr. That's all you need to do. Go talk to Coach Carr after a great win. It's not fun. So, learn from a lot of good people. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Questions for Jordan?
Jordan, you guys as a team held Toledo to just 102 rushing yards, which I believe is a season low for you guys. How are you guys able to find success in that area as a defensive player?
Just by constantly working every day. We knew that Toledo had a good offensive line. They've been running the ball well, so coming into the week, we had to stop the run. That's always the main goal, is to stop the run and make them pass the ball, basically, because we know we can do good things back in the secondary. So just stopping the run every week in practice, and obviously going against a guy like Terrion Stewart for fall camp, it helps us a lot. So I'm glad that our defensive line played well this game.
The pick six came at such a critical time. Just take us through what you saw, and then to jump that route and finish off and execute. Just obviously it was a big play at that time.
Well, I was kind of mad because I was out for like 13 plays before that, so I was like getting myself ready, like I have to make a play, And Coach Mo, Coach Watson, they called a great call. They basically handed it to me. All I had to do was just do my job. So, was back there. They like to cut their split and run the out route a lot, and we knew that. And so when I saw the coverage, or when I saw the alignment, it was golden. I knew it was coming and jumped the route. And obviously D-line did a hell of a job. And my bad. But they did a great job. And the linebackers, they played well. Joseph played well. So them stopping the run all night, forced them to pass, so I can make plays in the back end.
When you called it, was your first thought is I'm the score? Like, obviously you had all sorts of open space, there wasn't anyone behind you. But just take us through your thoughts, as you were running down.
Oh yeah, right when he threw it, and right when I caught it, I knew I was going to score. I'm not slow, so I wasn't letting any of them catch me. But we practice it a lot, and every time we pick up the ball, you have to run and score. So yeah, I was super confident when I picked the ball up, I was going to score.
Jordan, I know you came back for moments like this year. Can you just describe the feeling of elation at the end of the game as you guys are going up into the stands, and just at the end of the game, what's going through your head?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that was the main reason to coming back. I love this team, love the coaching staff. It's great to play for a guy like Coach Leffler and all the staff. So really seeing all the hard work we've been putting in for me at least the past 3 years to be at a great spot that we're at right now in the MAC. It's kind of a surreal moment. I feel like we don't understand yet how big of a moment this is, just because we're so young and we just won, obviously. But I know when I get to look back years from now that I did it with guys that I really truly loved in this crazy world now that we're in. The transfer portal, a lot of people are shifting, but doing it with a team that you love and the coaching staff that you love is honestly one of the best feelings in the world.
You guys as a team only committed 2 penalties for 25 yards here today. Can you just talk about that discipline that you guys play with on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, in games like this, we have to be disciplined. the refs, you never know, being at a opposing stadium, how they're going to be. So we have to make sure everything we do has to be tight, and I think we did that well. I think we've been doing it well, kind of all year. Obviously, there might be a couple games where it got out of hand, but overall, we've been being super disciplined, and that's a testimony to our team and our coaching staff for coming in every day and being disciplined every day.
Levi got his first career touchdown. I know he's played a lot of games and everything over the years, and what was that moment like? Seeing him score and everything like that, and just knowing how big of a role he has with the team. Yeah,
well, I was super excited. Unfortunately, I can't celebrate with them all the time because I have to get ready to go. So the time where I think we both had like an off time, something, I went up to him, I was like, proud of you, brother. Like, when I got here 3 years ago, he was one of the guys that, took me in and made sure I was okay, even though I was in his position group. That's just the type of guy he is, and, I know he's super excited. I'm super excited for him, and he does everything right, so he's deserved it.
Any more questions for Jordan? Well, thanks, Jordan. Yeah, Levi is there.
I mean, just to execute like this again on the road, and pull out a win, in a road environment like this, just how big is that for the team? You guys have always played well away from home all year, but just how big is it to really, get an exclamation point in a big win on the road?
Yeah, I mean, this feels amazing, and the season, it's a long season. It's been a little up and down with, not the outcomes that we wanted over the last month, and so being able to come in here and do this and do the things that we said all week and be a team and play together, every unit, it feels great and something we'll never forget.
What was the moment like when you called that touchdown from Connor, first career touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely never forget that. In a win like this, in a game like this, I just want to thank the Lord for giving me the opportunity. It's been a long time since I've been in an end zone with a football, and a lot of hard work. When I came here, we knew the challenge that was ahead, getting back to being a respectable program and a winning program, and just being a part of this change, this culture change is, doing it with guys that you love to come in and play with every day is everything.
To have your first score in a rivalry game, this rivalry, knowing that, you grew up 10, 15 minutes down the road, you're so close to the rivalry, does that make that kind of extra special as well?
It definitely does. Being recruited by both these schools in high school, didn't end up getting an offer to here at Toledo. I'm really, really glad that Bowling Green, that's the place I wanted to be at. I watched this game every year growing up. My grandma worked for Bowling Green State University for a very long time, and I've always loved this school, and it really means everything.
The run game was huge today, 200-plus yards, a lot of different ways, up the middle, out wide. Just can you talk about just the effectiveness of mixing it up that much, different players, different running styles and everything?
Yeah, I think anytime you're able to come out in different looks and do different things, it's going to open stuff up because the defense hasn't seen it. They got to adjust to it. When you're able to do that and do it out of multiple sets, do it out of 11 personnel, 12 personnel, we even did it out of 13 personnel today. I mean, you're able to do that, you're doing things right.
After the game, you and Coach Leffler shared it seemed like an emotional moment, and then he talked about your relationship with what you mean to him. Just kind of tell us a little bit about, not what you talked about, but just what that moment felt like.
It felt amazing. Being able to share this with him and everything that we've gone through together from the beginning here. It couldn't have been any sweeter to go over and give him a big hug and share that moment with him.
Any more questions for Levi? All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Connor Bazelak. Questions for Connor?
to execute this well, both, through the air and on the ground, against a tough team and win this way? Just kind of how special just was this night and game for you?
Yeah, it was awesome. I think O-line played their butts off, blocked super well. Terrion ran his butt off. Run game was working all night. Pass game, we did some different stuff, and they double teamed Harold pretty much the whole night. So trying to get him the ball wasn't easy. We still found ways to do that. Some guys stepped up and made plays. Rakeem and Malcolm. Obviously, Levi's touchdown. Trey Johnson had a catch. So guys stepped up. It was a team win. Defense played great. Got turnovers. We protected the ball. It was really a team win, and it feels great. Yeah.
Connor, you mentioned Rakeem there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just talk about his performance today and just the improvements you've seen of him firsthand this year?
Yeah, he's been awesome. He's super quick. Can run really good routes. He caught a deep one today on a nice double move where he beat the guy and made an unbelievable catch, which was a huge play, and he's going to continue to be a big part of our offense moving forward. So,
Coach talked about the sense of inserting plays pretty much up until the last second. What does that kind of look like for you, and how important did you see the creativity that you guys put out there offensively, being a factor in the win?
Yeah, I think we do enough walkthroughs throughout the week to where guys know where they're supposed to be. I know what we're trying to get done, what against certain coverages and stuff like that. And I've played enough football to where I feel comfortable with anything we put in. So it's just trusting the offense, trusting the coaches, trusting my teammates, and doing my job, putting the ball where it's supposed to be, making great decisions. So
Toledo was kind of gaining some momentum in the second quarter, and then Jordan comes up with the pick.
Yeah.
It's just talk about the excitement from that, because that was such a kind of really big play in the game where Toledo, really getting some momentum.
yeah, all week I had a feeling that we were going to get a special teams or defensive touchdown this game, and Jordan is an unbelievable corner. I mean, he was due. He hadn't had an interception all year. He was due, and really happy for him. He's one of my good friends on the team, and I'm sure he's really excited about it. So it was a huge part of the game, and yeah.
How does going up against someone like Jordan in practice help you and the offense, I guess, the defense also?
Yeah, it's great. Anytime, the old saying, iron sharpens iron. I mean, that's Jordan against our receivers, man coverage, zone coverage. He makes us better. He makes me better, and I'm sure we make him better as an offense with all this different stuff we do. So he's a great player, and he definitely makes us better in practice, certainly in training camp, throughout the training camp.
You guys are entering a couple of action games, a week and a half before the
Yeah.
next game. How do you just stay focused and not avoid a letdown or whatever, going forward?
Yeah, we're definitely going to enjoy this one tonight, but I think it's just like we've done, taking every week one week at a time, trying to go 1-0 that week. I mean, anybody can beat anyone in this conference, and we know that. So we did well in action games last year, so I think we'll be ready.
Your son has played in a lot of big college football games throughout your career, and obviously last year this game wasn't the result you guys wanted.
Yeah.
Where does this win rank for you personally in your college football career?
It's up there for sure. I think just coming to Bowling Green, I knew about Bowling Green versus Toledo and the rivalry, but playing in the game, I didn't. It's really special. The hatred between the two schools, and it's the fan bases, and I said it last year. Playing in the Big Ten and SEC, every game, huge stadiums, everything, like on the road, it's a true road game. But playing in this game last year, it's like you feel like you're in high school, because both fan bases have their fans there, and it's really fun. Today was a great atmosphere, but this one's definitely up there for me. Yeah.
crowd was pretty rowdy early on, I'd say, in the first half. How was it playing in a crowd like that for this rivalry game over 29,000? And
Yeah.
how do you think the non-conference games in big schools help you guys compare to this?
Yeah, I thought having this game on a Saturday was a great decision. And I think it allows fans to come and show up and be there. And playing against Penn State, Texas A&M doesn't get much bigger than that. So those games definitely prepare us for big stages like this. And yeah.
Any more questions for Connor?
Passion, on the road in this rivalry, just kind of how special it was just for the team to put up this performance and win the way you guys did.
It was very special. I mean, like throughout the whole week, the only thing we was talking about was being consistent. Consistency, and we just locked in. The whole team did they 111, and coach was on our tail every day talking about like the guys are not. This game's not going to be easy. Like you have to play every game like it's your last game. So we came in here with some aggression and got the job done.
I see that while there is offensive player of the game, what does that mean to you to receive that, considering all the adversity you've gone through?
A lot. So my first, this is actually my second time playing Toledo. First time I had an injury, and the second time I was out with like health and stuff like that. So it feels great to be back and have this ball.
The run game was so effective tonight. Multiple players, tons of misdirections, sweeps up the middle. Just how effective was just mixing it up and everything as far as the run game?
It was great. I mean, our line did exactly what they had to do. Like they didn't run a defense that we wasn't expecting. Patience, and yeah.
These last 2 weeks for you, had 100+ yards last week, 99 today, 20+ carries, I think, the last 2 weeks. How have you kind of felt these last couple weeks? Obviously, a little bit of a tough stretch there early on after the Fordham game, but just what have these last 2 weeks been like for you, kind of getting back up?
It's been good. Well, obviously, a lot of people know like I had a ankle injury. I was injured. Just stay rehabbing, treatment. They take care of me. I get out there to the practice field and do what I have to do to help my team.
Any more questions for Terrion? All right. Thanks, Terrion.